Hey, welcome back to PEP. Today's topic is acidity versus alkalinity. Now, if you've ever had a fish tank, a hot tub, or a swimming pool, you know how important it is to check the chemicals, particularly the pH level, on a daily or certainly a weekly basis. And if that pH gets off the slightest amount, you could come home to a fish tank full of dead fish or a green swimming pool. So the following video is going to explore the importance of acidity and alkalinity as it relates to your body and your health. Enjoy the video and don't forget to take the validation quiz below when you're done.
So what is the big deal about alkalinity and acidity? I have read just tremendous amounts of books where they've done all kinds of different scientific research, and they looked at cancer patients. Thousands and thousands of cancer patients here domestically and in other countries across the world, and they were looking for common denominators, and they found a striking common denominator in all cancer patients. They all have acidic body types. So it leads science to believe that cancer cannot thrive or survive in an alkaline environment. In fact, they've taken tumors, put them in an alkaline solution, and reduced the tumors to nothing. So it goes back to that immune system. When we become acidic, our immune system shuts down, and it literally allows the bad bacteria, the pathogens, to come in and do their job, which is to decompose us. So when an animal dies, its body immediately turns acidic and it starts to rot, and those decomposers come in and they do their job and they break down that meat, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. So like I said, the structures of these molecules in our body change as the pH changes. So it's very important that we stay on the alkaline side. Now, we're going to have a segment later in PEP called Very Vegetarian. I'm going to explain a little more physiology of the body. But basically, we're meant to be alkaline. And if you look at the saliva in our mouths, that saliva is alkaline. A dog's mouth, which is a carnivore, its saliva is acidic. That's why sometimes if you get a wound and a dog licks it, it's, you can disinfect a wound that way, as old wives' tales and stuff. But our teeth, they're meant to be in an alkaline environment. There weren't dentists around 500, 1,000, 10,000 years ago. Now, certainly cavemen, bit into a bone or something and broke their tooth, and they had, dental problems. But people's teeth were not rotting out hundreds of years ago like they are today. It's not uncommon for somebody to have 3, 4, 5 fillings in their mouth. I knock on wood as I say this, but I've never had a cavity in my 37 years. Not one cavity, not one filling in my mouth. When we're introducing something this acidic into the body, it is literally eating the enamel right off of our teeth. Our teeth were designed, after we lose our baby teeth, these teeth we have, guess what? They're supposed to stay with us till the day we die. Our grandparents grew a garden. My grandfather lived to be 96. He still had all his original teeth. It was a beautiful thing. Alkalinity in the body. Our stomach produces hydrochloric acid, very acidic. We need that to break down proteins when we digest proteins. But guess what the stomach is lined with? It's lined with also an alkaline mucus. And that alkaline mucus in the stomach keeps the stomach acid from eating the stomach apart itself. So if you have an ulcer or indigestion or heartburn, your body has a problem producing an alkaline substance. And how can your body produce an alkaline mucus if all you're giving it is acidic materials to work with? So instead of just taking a Pepto or a popping soda, alkalize your body with water, fruits, and vegetables. So what are some of the top offenders for acidity in the body? Coffee and soda are the top of the list. Dairy produces a tremendous amount of acidity in the body when ingested. So does meat, processed foods, and sugar. What are some of the top promoters for alkalinity in the body? Seeds, greens, fruits and vegetables. Now you may be saying, but wait a minute, Sean, an orange, a lemon, a tomato, those are acidic. True, they are very acidic in nature, but almost a natural magic happens. When we ingest an acidic fruit or vegetable into our body, chemical reactions start in the saliva. As soon as we start chewing, that digestion starts, and guess what? It alkalizes the body. An acidic fruit or vegetable can alkalize the body. The same process doesn't happen with an unnatural soda. Our tangible takeaways for today, well, you got one of them in your hands there, the Fiji water, so I hope you guys enjoy that, and I hope it triggers a thought process. Before you put something in your body or before you make a purchase, think about what you're putting in your body and think about how it's going to interact with your cells. I want you, in the spirit of time management and scheduling, I want you to pick a high value task, something off your priorities or goals list, and I want you to, maybe something that you've been thinking about but haven't taken action on, I want you to stop procrastinating on it this week. Schedule it and take action, even if it's the most baby step toward accomplishing that goal. Schedule it and take one action over the next week. Who can commit to doing that? Say aye. Aye. Awesome. Next tangible takeaway, we're going to email you some instructions on how to test your body's pH. I've got a whole regimen that I do with my coaching clients. You can go to the health food store, Love's, Living Waters, Whole Foods, and you can get one of these little pH test strips. Now, the pH test, you're going to need to test several times throughout the day. It takes about 5 different tests because you're going to be most acidic in the morning because your body is detoxing and letting loose lactic acid overnight. So you'll be more acidic in the morning and you'll be the most alkaline at the end of the day if you're eating right. So your body kind of goes through this cycle each day and each night. So you test in the morning, you test in the noontime, afternoon, evening, and then right before you go to bed, and you take an average of that. So your range should be somewhere in the 6.5 to 8. If you're going to err on one side, of course you want to be on the alkaline side. But typically 6.5 to 8 should be your range. If you're testing your urine and your pH is coming up in the 5s or low 6s and you're never getting up to 7, I mean, you really need to start thinking about putting some alkaline foods in your diet.